Hey, everybody, welcome to the Ronline Report as we're getting ready for the Tampa Pro coming up this weekend. Check out this guy. He won the New York Pro last year, 212 division, his first pro win. He's looking to get his second pro win and go to the Mr. Olympia contest for the second time. Please welcome from Nashville, Tennessee, Bo Lewis. What's up, Bo?
Ain't too much. How you doing today?
Good. You know, I have to apologize, Bo. I always forget that Tennessee is not on the Eastern time zone. I don't know why. It's an hour behind, and I've been there 3 times now. You think I'd have figured it out by now, right?
Yeah, we just an hour behind.
So let's recap things for people that don't know your career history. You turned pro as a master at the Universe. Was it still called Team Universe back then?
It was just the Universe.
That was 2018, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you won all the match. You won 35 and over overall. Your class in the overall.
Yep.
You weren't 40 yet then, right?
Yeah, I was 40 then too. I won the 40 and the overall in the 40.
So you had just turned 40, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So typically guys who turn pro as masters, most of them, they're not very good, guys. I'm being blunt. I'm being brutally honest with you. They're good, but compared to like the top IFBB Pro League competitors, no, they do a show or two and they get smoked, and you never see them again. Or they know that they're not good enough and they never even try it. Bo, on the other hand, you have only done 3 pro shows so far. The first one, 2019 Puerto Rico Pro, he took second to one of the legends of the 212 division, Eduardo Correa from Brazil, who's won many, many shows. He's been runner-up at the Olympia. Not a bad guy to lose to your first time out. Then last year, New York Pro, just demolished that show, demolished it. No offense to the other guys, but second you came out of New York Pro last year, which was in Tampa, of course, because we're in the COVID world for now. You won that, no problem. Then you went to Olympia, and you got top 10. I know you weren't very happy with 9th place, but let's start there because we haven't really done an in-depth interview since then. So what was your first Olympia experience like?
It was, seeing it on TV and looking at it through the magazine, it wasn't really what I thought it was going to be. It was better because you get backstage and you really seeing them people backstage, and I tell you what, pictures don't do no justice to what you see in person. A man on a picture might not look in shape, but when you see him in person, he a whole lot peeled, harder, and rounder. So me backstage looking at that, and I was sitting back there with Brandon. Me and Brandon was talking, and them guys look good back there. From the 212 to the women, they look good.
Yeah,
I seen a lot of women back there look better than some of the men.
Yeah. So that was your first Olympia. It was 212. It was a great show. Sean Clarita finally got his first win. He beat the reigning champ Kamal. Derek Lunsford was up there. George Pierce was up there. 212 is a tough class at the Olympia. It always has been. But so, you weren't in the first call out. Were you upset? Because you go to these things to win. You train to win. And I could kind of see it when you didn't get the first call out. But, I think you were in the second call out. And, at that point, what's going through your mind?
More science. If I would have brought that same look that I brought in New York with better conditions, I could have been up there at least in the top 5.
Yeah. And
that's what I regret. I'm looking at them guys, like I said, it's different when you see it. And I'm looking at the guys and I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be there. So I've been hard on myself ever since. So I had to come back and make the adjustments.
So what was different from, how would you describe the difference between the look you had when you won New York Pro to the Olympia?
You can see that I kind of downsized just a little bit, try to bring the condition more than really I should have been focusing on both of them. But, it's a lesson learned. Me, I'm in it to learn. Always willing to learn.
Right. Well, let's see, because that show, New York Pro last year, was it like October? When was it? It was later in the year.
Yeah, it was late. I think it was October, something like that.
Had you started prepping for it earlier because you thought it was going to be in May like it was supposed to be?
Yeah, I was prepping already, like the December before the season even started.
Well, there you go.
I really was prepping for the Indy Pro, and things got moved, everything was moved. So I prepped all year long last year.
Yeah, well, it's the downsizing thing. I don't know if there's much you could have done about that. You're in prep for a full year.
Yeah.
What human body could stand that and hold on to all of its muscle? You guys are the genetic elite, but you're still human beings doing that cardio and eating those strict contest foods for an entire year. I think last year messed up a lot of people, honestly.
Yeah, and it was hard on them. I know people that they went through almost the same thing. They didn't start prep that I did. Like one of my guys, Derek Austin.
Yeah.
He started prep like in January also. So I know a lot of people that went through the same thing almost.
Yeah. So this year, you're looking at the contest schedule. You knew you had to qualify for the Olympia. What made you decide on this show, the Tampa Pro?
I played second last year. That don't sit on me real good. I don't like I said, I don't train for second.
Yeah.
I train for first, and I know what I'm capable of doing, and give me the proper time, then I can do it.
But you took second to the guy he had been top 3 at the Olympian Classic Week 3 years in a row, Georgia Bull Peterson. He's no joke.
No.
You're no joke either. But I mean, if you're going to lose, you've only lost to a couple people, and they've been phenomenal bodybuilders. But yeah, I know you don't want to lose. So let's talk about I don't think everyone knows who you train with. You've been training with Mr. Olympia, Brandon Curry. So how did that even start?
Well, I've been knowing Brandon for a minute now, and me and him was talking about, and I mentioned to him a couple of times about me come training with him, and he was like, "Hey, let's go, come on." And like this year, ever since then, we've been training together. I go up there to Murfreesboro and get some sessions in with him, and hey, he changed my whole thinking process about how to work out. He done changed that. I do things that if I would have been doing this back then, ain't no telling how it would have been looking.
Yeah. We'll go into it a little bit, because that's, everybody at your level knows how to train. You've got the diet down and everything, but it's the mental edge that can make such a big difference. It's different little things in training. What do you think has changed for you since you started with Brandon that's giving you an advantage now?
It's different positions on exercise and how you stand, how you turn, different things, how you squeeze your body from what angle and stuff like that. Me, like I said, I've been working out well over 30 years.
Wow.
And a lot of people wouldn't know it, but when I thought I knew how to train, then when I, get with him, and it'll take me on some exercise, maybe 4 exercise, really to start feeling the burn and getting that pump or something. With him, it was like the first, second exercise, I'm already pumped up.
Wow.
And it's just doing something different. Ronnie Coleman said it himself. You do what you do, you don't get what you get.
Yeah, that's the catchphrase of his you don't hear as often as everybody want to be a bodybuilder, nobody want to lift no heavy ass weight. But that's true though, because that's a problem I think a lot of guys at your level get into, is that you look so good already that to most people you're perfect, and they think you don't need to get any better, and whatever you're doing is fine. You don't need to change anything, but you're trying to beat the very best people in the world, and you're all at such a high level. Little things can make a huge difference once you're trying to win the Arnold Class of the Olympia. These are the elite of the elite. So, and you're getting right up there with them. Are you Brandon's? Do you train is every workout with Brandon? I'm saying, are you regular training partners?
Well, you can say that, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Cause we go, I call him and he'd be like, "Hey, come on, boy." He'd be like, "You training tomorrow? You training today?"
Yeah.
I try to talk to him as much as possible, pick his brain. After we work out, we'll sit in the office or something, maybe 2 hours or something, just talking.
Wow.
Trying to get a better understanding of the workouts and what we need to do and how I need to look or whatever.
Yeah.
He got a lot of knowledge in the game. When you're around somebody who won the Classic, who won the Mr. Olympia, and look the way he look, hey, you got to soak up everything.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, I've said this before in interviews, but to your credit, you ask experienced people for opinions. You look for things that you can improve on, instead of a lot of guys, their ego gets in the way and they just think, no, I already know everything. I'm already as good as I need to, and they never get any better. And they wonder why they're always second call out. They never make top 5 at a pro show, but you from day one, I remember 2018 when Kevin Levroni was telling me about you, you were already soliciting people like Kevin and me, and you were taking what we told you and you went right to the gym and worked hard. If I said, you know, your legs are crap compared to your upper body, you start blasting your legs twice a week. If I said, you know, your shoulders aren't, whatever it is, you went and you fixed it. So since your last show in Olympia, what have been the areas you've been working hard on since then?
You know, I still try to bring more size, more separation to my legs. And then up there in Olympia, you seeing them guys, that top 5 line up, all them dudes got great backs. I ain't saying good backs, great backs. And when you looking at that right there, you want to improve on your back. I know if I can add some more to my legs, maybe an inch and a half and more definition to my back, all them dudes gonna have problems. I'm talking, I know they finna have problems. It's just a matter of time. I'm working on it now. I done got better that it's finna show at Tampa. And everything gonna click together.
Well, you sent me some pictures last night. Do I have your permission to put the rear lat spread and the rear delt bicep pictures up?
You would do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Your back,
for you, it's whatever.
Your back has come a long way. It's you know, it's a great back now. It was good before, but it needed to be thicker. It needed certain things, and you've definitely. I'm sure training with Brandon has had a lot to do with it, because Murfreesboro is the bigger of the 2 carbon culture gyms, right? That's the bigger one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Man, that back section. They had some incredible Arsenal Strength stuff and other companies. He's definitely put that gym together. I don't want to say just with his own physique strengths and weaknesses in mind, but definitely areas that he needed. Those areas are stocked with so much. The leg equipment at that gym is unbelievable. The back equipment, dude. So you're in a great spot there.
Yeah, I train. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, me, I'm strong. I can squat well over 700 pounds. Oof. Easy. I'm strong in my legs, but that don't necessarily mean that I gain size because I squat that much.
Right.
So I stopped squatting for a long time because of one of my guys told me, Flex Lewis, told me stop squatting, do some leg press. And I also got that advice from you, bring your feet in. Yeah. So I started doing that, and it's like, everybody say squat king, okay, cool for you. But, you know, it didn't work for me. The other exercise, I did legs with Brendan like one Friday, and my legs were still sore till the next Thursday or that Friday. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We did some single legs and did both legs, a whole lot of slow reps, squeezing. And that's probably one of the best leg workout I've had in a long time, in many years.
Wow. Yeah, you make a good point there. And I hope people out there who are struggling to build their legs, I tell everyone, squat if you can squat. And after a while, figure out if squats really work for you. If you know you're already executing the movement properly, because it's not the holy grail. They don't work that well for everybody. And some people, like Flex Lewis said, he hasn't squatted in years. Look at that guy's legs. You know, you find what works for you, and you've been doing that. And I'm impressed with the improvements you made in your legs, because when you turned pro, the first thing I said was upper body is really good. Lower body, does not match at all. There's like 2 different bodies. I'm not saying you didn't have skinny legs. It's not like that, but they didn't match because, you know, you've always had this massive chest, shoulders, arms. Those have always been very, very strong body parts. And when you have such thickness, mass on the upper body, you need the legs like that. And you're getting there. You're almost there now.
Yeah. I was told by a good man of mine, 2 years into this right here, and you'll be dominated. Yeah. And the man that told me that is doing my interview right now.
Yes.
I was
waiting to see who it was.
I always value your opinion. That's why, I always ask you, because you're going to give it to it like you're supposed to. I ain't never asked you about that good stuff. I don't want to know the best parts and none of that, what I need to bring up. A lot of people can't take that criticism. They don't want it. They want that friendship stuff. Man, don't I look good? Or you big or you swole? That don't mean that. When you step on stage in front of them judges, Tyler and Steve and all them, you're going to understand what it is to be a bodybuilder getting judged by pro judges. Yeah. And if you don't look good, you can go on to the end of the pack, man.
The thing is you guys all look, a lot of fans don't understand because they've never been to a contest. And some of them don't even, if they don't get the pay-per-views, they just follow their guys that they like. And everybody at your level, if you see them by themselves, you'd be like, oh my God, that's the greatest physique in the world. There's nobody that could possibly beat that. But then if you put 20, 25 of those guys together, obviously somebody's going to win and somebody's going to take second, third, fourth, all the way down the line. So yeah, I mean, that's why I tell people, don't listen to your friends. You know, you can get support from them, but don't listen to them about your physique. Don't listen to your girlfriend, your wife, or the guys at the gym. They don't know anything. They're going to be, you could be dieting. They'll see a vein. They'll see one vein. They're like, dude, you're shredded. Yeah. They have no idea.
Yeah.
I forget, who's your coach?
Andrew
Vu. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Hey, he crazy. That's my guy though. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Letting him do my plan for me. Yeah, he helped me out a whole lot.
Yeah.
The guy know what he doing.
What are some of the major things? Don't give away all the diet and all that, but what are some major things that you were doing differently that Andrew changed with the way you prep for shows? Were you doing more cardio, less, eating more carbs, less?
I'm eating more food. I'm talking about it. Me, if I could, I can eat at least maybe 9 or 10 times a day.
Wow.
But the quality of my food, since I be at home all day, I don't really do nothing, so I'm chilling. But what I eat, it be enough for me to, if I ain't hungry like 2 hours, I can go 2.5 hours. That's how much food I eat. So yeah, I get my meal. I love it though.
When you say 9 or 10 times a day, you mean like you could eat 10 solid meals a day?
Yeah, I can eat about 10 times a day, probably, if I had to.
When would you sleep though?
I wake up early.
It's like, just do the math on that. If you ate every 2 hours.
No, it would be every 2 hours. It'd be like every hour and 15 to every hour and 30 minutes.
You must have the world's most efficient digestive system. The food must go like right through you.
Shit. At my age, you wouldn't believe how fast my metabolism is. It's like I can eat and I can lay down maybe 20, 25 minutes later, I'll be right back home.
Yeah.
I have to just sit there and drink water.
Wow. So you're 43 now?
Yep.
I think you're going to be, in 7 years, they're going to be talking about you the way they were talking about Dexter. They're like, oh my God, this guy's 50 and look at him. He's beating guys half his age and he's shredded, because most guys 43 in their 40s already, their metabolism is slowed down. They got a big gut. They got the dad bod. It's very, very rare to keep a nice fast metabolism as you age. So this is going to work in your favor for sure.
Yeah, you got to remember now, you get, I ain't going to say everybody, but some of us get better within that 40 range.
I mean,
Sean Rowe won his Olympia at what?
40.
He was in his 40s.
He was 42, I think, something like that. 40, maybe he was 44.
Dexter Jackson was winning shows in his 40s.
You're right. Sean was the oldest man to ever win the Olympia. He beat Chris Dickerson by like a month or two as far as how old they were. So yeah, wow. Yeah, you turned pro at 40.
Hold on. Sean Roden won what? 40, what he was, 43?
I think so. So that would make him
42, 43.
So what's he, 45 or 46 now? Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Wow. He still looks fantastic.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, you turned pro in 2018. When did you start competing? What year?
2017.
Oh, so geez, you were almost 40 when you started. So it's not like somebody who's been competing for 20 years already and turns pro, where their body's already, you've been lifting for 30 years, but contest prep takes a lot out of the human body. It's brutal.
Yeah.
So you're still young and fresh compared to a lot of these guys you're competing against, really. Even if you might have 10 years on them, but they've put their body through some of these guys, probably 50 or 100 preps over the years,
And that's a plus on me. That's why I said me starting late in the game, it's an advantage to me because I still can make gains. I still can diet hard and get my conditioning stuff down right. I think it's better for me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's one thing they say all the time, after 40, you can't build legs. You hear that all the time. And I mean, you're clearly from age 40 to 43 where you are now, your legs are, I don't know if they're double the size, but they're much, much bigger than they were just 3 years ago. It's a huge, huge difference. I'm going to have to put up a before and after as I'm talking about this. I'm going to have to, because people need to see what I'm talking about. Because yeah, like I said, it's if you had just started training then I wouldn't be as impressed. But someone that's already been training for a long time to still be improving, very, very rare. It doesn't happen very often. Yeah.
I'm talking about it. I'm looking at my legs. I'm like, is these things gonna grow? Calling squatting. And I had to break it down and change up some things. And hey, they grow. Yeah. They grow for me. Yeah. Well, so now I'm looking at it like, okay, I can stand on stage with some of these guys got the monster legs. Yeah. And flex my leg, got them deep lines and separation. And, you know, it's all right to have a big leg, but you ain't got that separation and that symmetry up in there. You might don't cancel Christmas on that end.
Yeah, your quads still have a little more improvement to make. Your hamstrings are very, very good. Your side shots, your side chest, I don't know if it's the best in 212 because there's a few guys who are pretty damn great, but it's right up there with among the very best right now. That's would you say that's your best pose, side chest?
That side chest and that side tricep. Them right there. Even though, hey, big ramming, yours not better than mine.
A little bigger, but like I always say, bigger doesn't. Obviously, bigger is like 290 pounds on stage, but better, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, your arms they're so round, it's crazy. That's. I think even when I saw you in the off season and you were a little chubbier, like the first Carbon Culture. It was January last year. You were totally off season, but man, you still had the big round arms, big round shoulders, chest out to here, no matter what, man. So Tampa Pro, I don't know who else is doing the show. It doesn't even matter, because you're going to be bringing your best. How do you feel? We're doing this interview on a Thursday, so you'll be competing. It's a 2-day show. When are you guys up? Are you guys up the first day? Yeah, you're up on Friday, next Friday. So you're 8 days out as we are speaking now. How do you look now compared to how you looked, say, like a week out from New York Pro last year?
I'm ready right now. I'm ready. All I got to do is just keep drinking water and pour water, and I'm ready. Yeah. Sitting there good weight, round. Yeah. I know I look better this time around than I did at Tampa and New York. Yeah. This look right here, if I ain't gonna say if, but I'm gonna bring it. That look probably maybe 10% better for the Olympia. Yeah. Gonna give them problems.
Good.
Gonna give them problems right here.
Yeah. And I say this all the time, but I always feel like I need to say it because some troll in the comments will say, who does he think he is? We got Sean Clarita, we got Kamal, we got Derek Lunsford, we got George Peterson. But you know what? This isn't a team sport. Everyone's trying to win. Everyone on that stage is trying to win, and only one man can win. And if you don't believe you can win, you're not going to put your heart and soul into the prep, and you're not going to train as hard. You're going to diet as hard. So you have to have that confidence. And if some people want to perceive that as arrogance, that's their problem.
I just had a conversation not too long ago with Jay Cullen. He told me a lot of people don't think of it as being cocky and all that. He said, but it's confidence. I always had confidence in myself. Yeah. You can look at me and you can see, what I'm saying? From 2017 to right now, if I ain't had no confidence, I wouldn't even be able to improve and, what I'm saying, take in what good people like you and Kevin and Brandon and all them been telling me to make the adjustments to get better. So I just call it confidence. They can call it what they want to call it. I'm 43 years old. You think I care what somebody's saying?
But you know what? No one could call you arrogant because an arrogant person wouldn't have that humility to ask for opinions. They would just think they were perfect. And if anyone tried to give them any even constructive criticism, they'd say, shut up, you're a hater. How dare you say I need this or I need that? You're just a hater. But this is why you're getting better. This is why you're moving up the ranks. This is why you're not going to be 9th place at the Olympia this year. I don't know where you're going to be, but it's going to be a higher number than 9. I would bet good money on that right now. Yeah. So man, this is exciting, Bo. This is exciting because you made a lot of noise when you won New York Pro last year, and people were, if they didn't know who you were before that, and a lot of people didn't, that kind of put you on the map because that's a big show. As we know, a lot of great people have won that show. It's a tough show, and you don't win it unless you're pretty damn good. It's not like nobody's going to show up for the New York Pro, you know?
Yeah. See, that was just like after Tampa, when I did Tampa, George won. A lot of people came on my phone and commented, and you know, I try to be one of them pros to where I try to answer everybody. So I answered all the messages, the ones that I might have missed through, but before I go out to eat or whatever, I tried to answer them. Then I came back for the New York, and a lot of people they, like you said, didn't know who I was. They knew who I was then. I got way more. I got like maybe 300 messages that night that I was trying to answer them before I went to eat and stuff like that. But you know, after this show right here, more don't know who I am.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know, that's all you can say.
Yeah,
but I answered them though.
Yeah, you just reminded me. I screwed up in the beginning. I said you've done 3 pro shows. It's actually 4. I don't know why I forgot about Tampa somehow. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. No worries. I'm old. I forget things. But man, I'm excited for you, Bo. I've seen the pictures. I'm only going to put up a couple. I'm just going to put up the back shots. I'm not going to give away the whole farm on this one. They're going to have to watch the show. And Tim Gardner Productions, everybody, that's where you can purchase the pay-per-view for this show, Tampa Pro. It's going to be an awesome show. We're going to be doing full coverage on muscular development the whole weekend, right on the YouTube channel, on the website, musculardevelopment.com. We're going to have a play-by-play on the Noble forums. Yeah, Bo, it's your show to win or lose, I feel. And I don't even know who else is going in. So if anyone's going to take offense to that, my bad. I didn't know you were doing the show, whoever you are. But I just know what Bo's capable of. He's got an awesome physique, and he can hang with the best. So
yeah, hey, you know, I made a comment on Instagram a while back, though, and put a picture up there. Yeah, it looked like I'm doing an open. And they ran off with it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing open. I'm doing 212.
That's right. I heard someone said, did you hear Bo Lewis doing open? I'm like, no, he's not. What the? Yeah, of course they run with it. Yeah. Oh, well, cool, man. So just a little more time to wait, guys. And we're going to see him on stage again. It's been a while. It's been, geez, by the time you get there, it'll be 8 months since you competed last. We're close to it. Yeah. Time flies, doesn't it? Oof.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, Bo, looking forward to seeing you again, especially with the improvements, because every time I see you, it's a different Bo. Every time. It's never the same physique. It's always a little bit better. So I expect to see that one more time. Yeah, cool.
And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You'll see it though. Even this kind of package is gonna be nice for me.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for taking the time. I know you're dieting, you're prepping. It's tough that last week or so, but appreciate you taking the time and doing this. And yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. You can check this man out this weekend in Tampa, Bo Lewis. And thanks for watching Ronline Report. See you guys next time.